1 second. Absolutely beautiful. But like I said, guys, thank you so much for joining. I'm Benny. I'm 25 years old. I'm actually originally from New Zealand, a little town called Paikokariki. If you do know, don't judge. I was young. I had to live there. Nah, I'm kidding. I love the place. But now I live on the Gold Coast. I've been here for about 3 years. I'm actually lucky enough to have just come back from LA, Coachella, and Vegas with my beautiful fiance. And while we were there, we paid for that whole trip from this little side hustle business. And honestly, we built that side hustle business all from our cell phones. Now, who on this call, raise your hand if you got a cell phone. Okay, now keep your hand up if you're on it at least 5 times a day. And I know it's 2017, it's like 500 guys. But look, raise your hand if you'd like to make a little bit extra money from that. Yeah? So look, guys, tonight's all about explaining what we're up to and why we're so excited and how we actually make some extra money from our cell phones. Because they can do some pretty cool things nowadays. There's businesses like Uber and Airbnb. You can literally start your own business from your cell phone. You can run it all from there. Right? And it's super simple. Now, we're not Uber or Airbnb, but like Uber, we kind of have some similarities. Like the first thing is Uber has a product or a service, right? And that's pretty much, you can pay and get a taxi. And the second way is that there's actually a business opportunity associated with Uber. You can start your own miniature taxi business. Now, we also have a product and we also have a business opportunity, and we're damn proud of both, guys. But look, Renee's going to talk a little bit, first of all, about the product that's actually behind this business, but then we're going to talk about the business opportunity, how we make money from our cell phones, and how we teach others to do that. Okay, so I'll pass over to Renee.
Awesome. Thanks so much. So I am so excited to share this product with everyone. I am actually so passionate about it. It's really helped me in my life and a lot of other people that I know as well. So it's super easy to be passionate about. So my name's Renee. I'm 24 years old. I've been on Juice Plus for about coming up 7 months now. And honestly, prior to being on Juice Plus, I just had really bad anxiety. So this was anxiety that I was really, really, guys, embarrassed about. I guess at school you always hear about that girl with anxiety, and I just did not want to be her, you know. And so I guess I was lucky in a sense that my anxiety really flared up at night. It was usually when I was just trying to get to bed, and I would just start overthinking. I kind of start panicking a little bit and get blurry vision and everything. And I really just didn't tell anyone about this. And before I knew it, it was kind of 6 o'clock in the morning, and I have to go to work the next day. So that day would kind of be filled with me being a bit of a zombie. I'd be a mute, and I kind of just be in my head the whole day. And I kind of just went through that cycle and just thought it was honestly normal. Taking antidepressants was not an option for me. I'd seen so many people that I love, including my mum, on them that just went down the slippery road. So I just didn't want any part of it. So I honestly was like, cool, this is my life. This is what I have to deal with, you know. So when my partner introduced me to these products, I'm not going to lie, I was like, oh, sorry, are there people talking on here? Oh, sweet. Thanks, Simon. Sorry, guys. So basically, he muted me as well. So basically, Ben came to me with these products, and he just said to me that he was having these amazing sleeps. And honestly, purely because of that, I was like, okay, like I'll give it a go. I just, you know, I could do with some sleep. So 2 weeks on the product, honestly, that's right. I was having good sleeps. It was cool. But what was, I guess, life-changing for me was 4 months on the product. I looked back at the last 4 months, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, Ben, like I haven't had hardly any anxiety in the last 4 months. You know, it was really crazy to me. And I guess what that did to me is I just got really curious. I just started giving a shit about other people, to be really honest. I just started thinking, what other girls my age are suffering with anxiety and depression that don't know what to do about it, that are keeping it a secret? So, you know, I just started asking people that I know. I literally asked my workmates, my friends, my family, you know, people that knew them. And honestly, guys, the conversations that I started having with people, it was really, really sad. So many people that we know had something or knew someone that had something, whether they're suffering from anxiety, depression, you know, on antidepressants. Some of them were gaining a lot of weight because of the side effects of them. Some people were sleeping all the time. There are people from work that were literally sleeping straight after they get home from work because they're so exhausted. These people are my age. People that have the cold all the time, the flu all the time, migraines, period pain all the time. You know, someone that had something, that had cancer, breast cancer, heart disease, diabetes. I mean, I implore you to think on this call right now. Do you know someone that has any of those? Do you know anyone that's suffering with any of those? It's really sad, because when I look in my little bubble, honestly, we're not getting healthier. We're getting sicker. There's a lot more prescribed medication being taken. So I always come down to why. It's 2017. We have so much access to so much information. You want to Google how to lose weight. You want to Google how to get rid of a cold. You can do it. You go to the doctors, you go to a pharmacist, you go anywhere. And what's the top 3 things they say? Drink more water, do more exercise, and eat more fruits and veggies. And even though we beg the personal trainer, please, what's the shortcut? What's the shortcut? We all know there's no shortcut. So why are we not doing that? If it's that simple, if that's all we need to follow to prevent diseases, to feel healthy, to be at our optimal, weight, why are we not doing that? Why am I not doing that? Because the statistics show that we're not. 1 in 4 New Zealanders are eating 2 to 5 servings of fruit and veggies a day. Only 2% of Australian adults are. And what's even sadder, guys, is only 1% of children are. So the next generation, your nephew, your siblings, your kids, they're not actually getting all the nutrients in them to fight diseases anymore. We'll be the first generation where our parents will actually outlive us. And for me, that's just not supposed to happen. I grew up thinking that's not supposed to happen. So what it comes down to for me, and what I realized with a lot of other people, is that it comes down to convenience. I'm a busy gal. I don't always have time to make Brussels sprouts and kale and spinach look yummy and taste yummy. I just don't have that kind of time. So what I love about this product is it literally takes the way we're treating our bodies now and the way we probably should be treating it, and it bridges that gap in a really simple, easy, healthy, organic, whole food kind of way. So what the hell is it? Well, it's honestly just a blend of 30 different fruits, veggies, and berries dehydrated down and popped into a vegan capsule. So these are the bad boys right here. All them. So I literally pop 2 of each of those every single day, and I am flooding my body with all the nutrients that it needs. Like, tell me the last time you had spirulina and alfalfa sprouts for lunch, because that's seriously what I had in one of these. And so what I love about this product is I haven't actually had a sick day off work in about 7 months. My immune system is crazy. My hair grows like crazy. So with these products, you can also sponsor a child for free, which I think is super important. So if you have anyone between the ages of 4 and 18, they can get on this product completely free. And it comes in a chewable form, which they are so good. I wish I had some to show you guys, but I think they're all gone because I ate them all. So sorry about that. The next thing we have is our complete shake. So these are the bad boys here. So they come in a chocolate and vanilla flavor. And honestly, these guys are my lifesaver. I just shake them with water and I'm good to go before the gym, after the gym, and in the morning. They really helped me lose about 6 kgs last year. So basically they're just our vegan whole food protein powder. And they're cool complete because they're your perfect kind of meal. You got your good fats, your good proteins, and your good carbs and everything like that. So that's basically what we have. I mean, you can imagine the kind of research that's gone into this. The product's been around for about 25 years, and the research is insane. There's about 30 gold standard medical reviews on this. I just came back from a conference in America, and they had doctors that have been around for 10, 15 years that were worshipping this product, because there's nothing else like that. You can get a multivitamin, but you can't get the real deal. This is the real deal. This is just fruits and veggies, and it's just in a capsule. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you guys can imagine the kind of things that it's doing for people. If you're flooding your body with that much good stuff, you just know what's happening. So we also have a testimonial page, which has hundreds on thousands of stories about what this product has done, especially about how it's helped with some of the conditions and diseases I mentioned before. But for me, it really does come down to the stories. Like, honestly, they make me tear up, and I'm just so grateful that I get to actually impact someone's life in this way. So I'm going to pass over to my beautiful friend, Terry Joy. I know she's a little bit nervous to share tonight, but I'm so excited for you to share what this product has done for you, babe.
Okay. Hi, guys. I've been on Juice Plus since the 7th of April, so not very long. But around the same time, I was diagnosed with a condition called idiopathic intracranial hypertension, basically meaning that my body creates too much spinal fluid, and it puts pressure on my brain, like almost like a brain tumor, but there's no tumor there. there's no cure for this condition, but there is a way to get into remission. And a lot of that comes down to losing weight and eating a healthier diet. Now, since the 7th of April, I've lost about 10 to 11 kilos. I take the fruit and veg capsules every day religiously. I have the vanilla shakes every morning. Sometimes I add fruit to it, bananas. My skin has cleared up. Usually I break out around that time of the month, but I haven't this time. I'm just feeling, I still have the symptoms from my condition, but I haven't had the bad headaches that go with it. I haven't had the eye pain. And yeah, the weight loss, I think, has really attributed to that. And I put it down to Juice Plus, really, because I haven't had the cravings for sugar like I used to. I've been managing to actually eat 3 square meals a day, I think, thanks to the shakes, because I'm not usually a breakfast person. So yeah, I'm just so grateful that I finally listened to my friend Andrew and I jumped on board. And yeah, I'm just so excited to see what the next few months, if this is only happening in the last few weeks, what's going to happen the next few months, the next few years. Like, can I get this condition into remission? Can I, stop worrying so much and stuff like that? So yeah, that's me, really.
Awesome. Oh my God, thank you so much. It's so hard to not tear up on these things. So amazing. I love hearing that. Thank you so much for sharing, Terry Joy. I know you're so nervous, but you actually shined, baby gal. So the next person I'm going to pass over to is another one of my beautiful friends. Her name is Tamara, and I literally love hearing her story, so I'm going to pass over to her.
Thank you so much, Renee. Hi everyone, my name is Tamara. I'm from Perth, Western Australia. So I first heard about Juice Plus through my dad. A few years ago, he suffered from a very severe heart attack and he almost didn't make it. So this was a huge shock to our whole family. He was put on 8 different types of medications and the doctors said that he'd have to take these meds every single day for the rest of his life. We were quite shocked because he was quite a healthy guy. He ate quite well. However, he did have quite a high stressful job. So he made a few minor lifestyle changes after this happened. A few years later, in 2015, he was introduced to Juice Plus through some of his friends, and he decided to give the product a go because it made sense to him. Not only did it greatly improve his heart health, but 8 months into taking the product, he went from taking 8 different types of medications a day to 0 medications a day. So this was amazing for all of us. After seeing these results in my dad, I decided to give the product a go. I've been taking the product for over a year now, and I'll be honest, I was quite skeptical before I took the product because I considered myself to be quite healthy already and I didn't think it could improve my health anymore. I've been taking it for over a year now and it's greatly improved my health. One of the main improvements for me has definitely been with my energy levels. I used to be that girl that was constantly tired, feeling lethargic. I'd come home after work and slump on my bed, not being able to exercise. Now I can say that I have sustainable energy. I haven't had to rely on a coffee or an energy drink for over a year now. I can wake up really early in the morning, take my capsules, have my shake, go to work the whole day, come home and still have the energy to smash out 4 hours of dance. So this was a huge thing for me, as prior to taking Juice Plus, I was on different types of supplements and I was taking those huge iron tablets, which I'm taking none now. It's also really helped me with my hair and my skin and my nails. I hardly get any acne or eczema breakouts, which has greatly boosted my confidence. I guess I didn't realize how much healthier I could be until I started taking Juice Plus. But I'm so grateful for how it's improved my health and my dad's health so far. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll pass it back on to Renee.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Tamara. That's the same. I haven't had a coffee in like 4 months and I can't even imagine having one because honestly, these bad boys keep me buzzed. But I'm so happy to hear that about your dad. Like, this is literally the kind of things we get to do every single day in our business is just change people's lives, have more family time and everything. But we're going to switch it up a little bit because I know what you're all here for. You're all here for how do we actually make money from our phones, which is something that I was really intrigued in as well. So basically that's our product. And honestly, it was so easy when I first started. How I first got my first promotion was I honestly just told my friends, I told my workmates that, hey guys, I heard this product, it gives you more energy, I'm super keen to have a good sleep. They jumped on. The other thing we do in this business is we just build a team. So when I say that is we just link arms with people just like this. You know, they know someone who needs this product, or they are just sick of the 9-to-5 lifestyle. I mean, honestly, when I went to school and I was dreaming about what I wanted to be and what I wanted to do in the world, working 9-to-5 for 40 years wasn't really something that I wanted to do. And I'm sure a lot of people on this call, if you really dig deep and think, what do I actually want to do with my life? I'm sure it's not work for someone else. So that's kind of the business side of things, is that we build a team and we teach them how to make money from social media. But I'm going to pass over to Ben because he's going to explain some things around that and some of the fears that people have, because I know selling comes into play, and also do you know enough people? So I'm going to pass over to him.
All right, what's up, everyone? So, look, okay, when I first saw this thing, I'll be dead honest, well, there's a product, right? And I just thought, oh, okay, there's a product. Do I have to be that sales guy? Okay, do I have to be that one who hunts down my friends? I'm sure we all know someone who hunts down their mates and they're like, oh my God, you got to get on this ASAP. Come on, man, it's the best thing in the world. I'm not going to be there, okay? But I've done sales before. I've done cold calling, the worst. Lasted 4 days, quit. Didn't make one sale, didn't get one lead, walked straight out the door. Made up some joke about how I had heaps of other businesses and I had to quit. Hated it, man. But the other thing was, okay, do I have to know a lot of people? Because I hadn't been on the Gold Coast that long. I didn't know a lot of people, right? So I'm going to show you how this business really works, okay? So really simply, here's me, okay? I hope you guys can see it. That's a little B. Okay, so I started this business. I was all on myself, all on my lonesome. And all I did was I got taught to think of a couple of people that I'd love to work with. Now, the first one I thought of was my sister, okay? And I didn't sell to her. All I said to her was holy shit, Kate, my language. I just found something I'm really excited about. I think I can make some extra money, from home. I had a bubba, and I know she didn't want to go back to work. And I was like, would you want to take a look at it? I'd love to work with you. She said, yeah, I'll take a look. And she absolutely loved it, okay? And just to share a bit about her story, she now doesn't go back to work. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, my sister joined, right? Then, honestly, I taught her to say the same thing to her friend, right? Sarah, and her friend Sarah joined. Sorry about the pen, guys. Now, Sarah said the same thing to her friend Ali. Ali said the same thing to her friend Corey Jazz. Corey Jazz said the same thing to her friend Liz. And from there, if you can see, knowing a lot of people, the only person I knew here was my sister Kate, right? And from there, I had 4 other people in my team who were building their own businesses and building mine too. So look, that's the fun part, okay? But how about, let's just say that the magic happens, right? Let's just say that Kate reaches out to a couple more people. I reach out to a couple more people. Sarah reaches out to a couple more. They reach out to a couple more. I think you guys know where I'm going. So look, be honest, guys. Raise your hand if you heard of Justin Bieber. And keep it up if you like him. Nah, that's a joke one. Renee's like, oh my God. But okay, so if you understand, look at Justin Bieber, right? Have you ever seen his video, Baby, on YouTube? It's the first one. That has 1.5 billion views. Okay, and we look at that and we go, oh my God, he's killing it. But what did Justin Bieber do? Did he go out and find 1.5 billion people by himself and say, hey, look at this, watch my video? It's impossible, right? He was 9. No, 12 or something, okay? What did he do really? He had something that was pretty cool, which is debatable, and he shared it with a couple of people, right? Who then shared it with a couple of people, who then his marketing team shared it with a couple of people, and so boom, what's happening? He's literally sitting on the beach in Hawaii, sipping cocktails, getting paid tons of money from YouTube, okay? And honestly, guys, you don't have to be Justin Bieber to build this business, and you don't even need to create anything, okay? It's all there. Literally, we get the business structure. We get exactly how to do all the training, and we get someone to teach us the entire way. But I didn't do this on my own, guys. We're lucky to have the highest earner in Australia, New Zealand, who teaches us how to do this business. Okay? It's that simple. And honestly, if you guys think that you can make a lot of money from YouTube, like, wait till you see this business, because I'm going to talk about how we actually get paid. Right? Most of the people, you stayed on the call because you're like, where's the money at? How do we make it? So we get paid 3 ways. Now, how many people get paid 3 ways from their current job? Raise your hand. And you can't raise your hand if you're in Juice Plus. Yeah, put it down, Renee. So the first way we get paid is called retail profit. And it's just like a fancy way of saying when someone buys the product off you, you get money in your bank account. And what do? We type a little order on our phone. It gets sent to head office. Head office sends the product to them. Head office puts money in our bank account. There's no holding stock. There's no buying thousands of dollars worth of stuff and hoping you sell it. It's online business, guys. It's 2017. Now, second way we get paid, commission. So we talked a little bit about building a team. Now, when we introduce other people to this business and we teach them how to make their own money, okay, Juice Plus pays them, but Juice Plus also pays us. And why? Because we're obviously doing a good job teaching them, and they wouldn't have even had that person in this business if it wasn't for us, right? So we get paid for that too. Now, the third way we get paid, we get nice little bonuses, okay? I've never had a bonus before this business, but our bonuses range from $100 all the way up to $33,000. That's right, but depending on what country you're in, okay? This is in 28 different countries around the world. Like, we can get paid from 28 different countries around the world. And honestly, that's how we got paid. Well, I got paid while I was traveling LA, going to coach at Charlotte, going to Vegas. I'll talk about that a bit later, okay? But honestly, to start this business, it costs $50 in America, $50 in Europe, $175 in New Zealand and Australia. Like, that's it. Literally, that's it. Now, look, but like Renee said, the stories are the main thing. Like, how does this actually work, and who makes the money, okay? We've got some awesome people who are going to share a little bit about what they've made from this business, and it's the best damn part, okay? I got my boy Sean. He's about to share like what's happened with him, what's he done in this business. He's a legend, man. I love working with you, brother. So if you can unmute yourself, man, share a little bit about what's been going on.
Hey guys, I'm Sean. I live in Wellington, New Zealand, and my 9 to 5 is an electrician. And to be honest, I don't want to be doing that till I'm 65, like Ben and Renee said. So basically for the past sort of couple of years, I've actually been looking for something to support my family, my kids, my missus, and basically get me off the tools by the time I'm 30. Like, being a tradie and on full of dust and noise, it's just crap, guys. So when Deanna actually showed me one of Renee's powerful live videos that she usually does, we were both really interested, and really it's actually a product I can get behind, even though I haven't quite tried it yet because I've only been in the business 10 days. It's a product I can really get behind, and 10 days later, I've already made my first bonus and first promotion, guys. It's that easy. Like, just smash it, guys. Jump on it. Let's do this. Hand you back over to Ben.
Thanks so much, my man. Look, Sean's quite humble, but he's an awesome dude. He's just teachable, and he's going hard, and he's doing it for his family. Like, and I'm the same, man. I hate this sort of stuff. I'm not even working until I'm 60. Like, I don't know what bullshit we signed up that for. But look, the next person I'm going to ask to share his story, his name's Simon. Now, this dude is a guy I met in this business, and he's an absolute legend. But look, I'm going to let him share his story, but he's done some cool stuff in business before this. So he's going to share a little bit about what this business is like compared to his other one. Cheers, bro.
Thanks, Ben. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Thanks for jumping on. And yeah, so I'm Simon. I'm from Perth, and I've been in this business for about a year now. And initially, I was actually looking at starting my own business in the health and wellness industry when Juice Plus actually came into my life. And I soon realized that, you know, the overheads and the commitments to starting a business is actually going to be quite a lot. And I would actually have less time if I started a business, less time to do the things I love. And for those that know me, I love traveling because I travel literally nearly every month. And for the past 10 years, I work with my family. And the truth is, in those 10 years, I don't know what a pay rise is. I don't know what a bonus is. I don't get sick leave. I don't get annual leave. And you know, I'm still trading my time for money, even though I'm practically my own boss. And that's why the Juice Plus business model made sense to me. To know that a business is gonna pay me on my performance, not my time, to basically share and connect with other people, to build genuine relationships, it just made total sense. And you could make as much as you want. You could even give yourself a pay rise if you wanted. And that's because if you're willing to put in the work. And this is different to what I knew about business, but it just made sense. And I saw this as a better way to get to financial freedom, to link arms with like-minded people and really changing the quality of our lives and of other people's lives as well. And it gives me the chance to give back more, which is what I love doing. I love to contribute positively to other people's lives, because this business is about helping other people. And the only way to succeed is to help someone else create something for themselves. And, you know, initially I did join for the income, but I've stayed for the impact. So thanks for listening, guys, and take it away, Ben.
Man, that's cool, man. And like, he travels everywhere, by the way. Like, if you follow him on Insta or Facebook, it's like a new place. It seems like every single day. So I shot for sharing, man. But like, I'm just going to wrap it up, guys. And to keep it really simple, like, I know that, like, this seems different because I've been working on my life, right? I've had job after job after job. I didn't like get the chance to go to uni because I didn't do well at school. Like, I was a guy who was laughing and having fun and playing pool in the common room. But look, it started out, you know, when I moved to Australia, I was earning like good money for New Zealand. But when I came to Australia, I realized that was actually terrible money. And I thought the pay rise was cool. I was like, no, pay rise is going to make life better, right? But when I got that pay rise, I was like, I'm still working like the same amount of hours. Like, I get more responsibility now. They give me $2 extra an hour, and now they can yell at me more when things aren't done. And I realized that I don't know, I kind of wanted something different, right? And someone really close to me in my life actually told me that I wasn't going anywhere. That's a nice way to put it. She put it more like, you're useless and you're heading nowhere in life and you're never going to make anything. So I decided at that moment, I was like, nah, okay, like, fuck that, guys. Like, I've got more in my life than that. So I just went out there and I started looking for something, for anything. Because I mean, it's 2017. The first thing I came across, though, was real estate. And I was like, okay, what if I invest money into real estate? And, you know, you get paid, you get that residual income if you build it up, and people pay you rent, all that. But that costs $60,000 for like an average house in Australia, unless I wanted to buy in the Wops. I don't have that money. Like, I'm from New Zealand. If you know Paikokiriki, the town I'm from, like, I do not have that sort of money. So look, when I started looking for something else, a guy in property actually said to me, look, property's cool, but why don't you take a look at this business, man? So I took a look at it, and honestly, I just jumped all in. I said, what have I got to lose? If it doesn't work out, I'll quit, okay? But I'm not exactly the quitting guy. And I stayed in it, you know what, and I've been doing it for just over a year now. And I can be honest, like, my whole life's changed. Like, I was the lost guy. Forever, I was the lost guy. And I can tell you what I've done since then. I've been, like, everywhere. I got to book, in the first 2 months, I got to book me and my fiance tickets to Hawaii. Obviously, I proposed to my fiance with this money. I got to go to Phoenix, Arizona. I got to go back to New Zealand a couple of times. Melbourne, Sydney. We've just got back from LA, Coachella, Vegas, Anaheim. We literally are partying our way around the world with the coolest people. I've earned close to 30 grand, like, just part-time, guys, from my cell phone. And I'll tell you what the coolest thing is, like, is that I'm not going to be working on my life. And that's really big for me. Like, I'm going to do all the things that I want. And you know what? Me and my fiance, we want to have kids. And we want to have kids in the next couple of years. And I can say that I'm going to be home to look after my kids. You know what? Like, I'm not going to, like, ditch and have to go to work like those other dads who find it so hard, like Sean said. So I'm going to have the life that I actually want. I'm going to build it with people that I want to work with. And look, this is so different, okay? And I know everyone has questions when they first see this. They're like, okay, how does this work? This is way too good to be true. And you know how I know that? Because my fiance hated this business for 7 months straight when I started. And she wasn't afraid to tell me how much she hated it. And guys, my fiance is Renee, who just talked about the products. She is now the #1 advocate for this business, okay? But look, when you have those questions, all I'd say is just reach out to the person who invited you and just get them answered. Like, you've got nothing to lose, guys. And the big difference is that we weren't taught this way in school. Okay, we weren't taught that you can live like however you want. What if you could? Like, what if you could have those things that you wanted? And it takes work, guys. Like, anything takes work, obviously. It'd be a lie if it didn't. Okay? But technology is literally changing the entire world around us, and these things are available. And you know what? We didn't get taught that you could get paid 3 ways. Because I tell you what, getting paid 1 way, guys, that gets you a living. Getting paid 3 ways, that gets you a life. And you know what? We're taught to look for a career. We're not taught to look for a life, guys. But we're here to change that. Like, we're destroying that in 20K17. And our generation, like, we have everything available to us. But thank you guys so much for jumping on this event. Thank you so much to all the speakers. I know some of you guys shared your stories for the first time. It's incredibly nerve-wracking. You're all absolute legends. Hope you guys enjoy your Wednesday or your Thursday or Tuesday if you're in America. Thank you so much again. If you can think of anyone, honestly, who might vibe with this, even if you don't, please send their names to the people, because this could change lives like it's changed mine. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a beautiful Wednesday night, and we'll see you next time. Woo!
Thanks so much,
Thanks, man.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Unmute you guys
Later,
selves,
people.
and you can yell out and say bye.
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 Bitches.
Bye.
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 Scream.